Hello, everybody. This is Azrael's Wrath with another Azrael's analysis. Now, I'm here to analyze this game. I mean, we as a team we did really well, but it started out kind of shaky. So we had to make some adjustments as a team and really talk things out. But I know I try to do as much as I can for the team, and as you see, I had the most final hits in the lobby, not just the lobby, but with my team. And actually, I pretty much empowered a teammate of mine, Bomb Your Rip. So I appreciate the advice given, and he became MVP for the game, and it was good. That was, yeah. So we very much needed like positivity in any type of game sense. But let's analyze this because I want to analyze my my gameplay and any tips that people might want. Like I said, I got a comment earlier about fantastic tips. So let's analyze how I play, and let's go into my thought process. So that should help out a lot when it comes to anybody else that's looking to climb and looking to do what they can. So first and foremost, being a fantastic main, I know some of my weaknesses and some of the things that really get to just bursting me to death. So one of those being Moon Knight. Moon Knight's definitely one of those characters that definitely bursts damage and bursts into you know makes fantastic pop for the most part. So that's something that I try to get out of there. And on top of which, he's been getting micro buffs each season up until season 5. So he's really at his strongest now, and he's a really good character. Well, brain dead in my opinion, but at the same time, when you can play him, when you can utilize his kit, he's really good. So there's that. So that was definitely the thought process with that band, and obviously being map oriented or yeah, since this game was a game of domination, Penny was an obvious ban. And knowing me, you guys know I can lord. I can go Penny. I'm Lord Penny, but I understand the ban. And I understand going against it and the mines, and some people don't want to shoot those mines all the time. So yeah, so we had the Daredevil ban as well. Kakarot was gonna play Daredevil, but I mean, Daredevil's S tier. So we spawn in. Let's fast forward a little bit. I got the team up with Sue, which is awesome. Try to utilize that as much as possible. Coming out of spawn, got our 1-3-2 comp. Just when the other team is running that traditional 2-2-2. So that process is looking to position myself. Obviously seeing Angela coming around. Gotta get around. I've already used, I try to make sure to use my shield off on cooldown as much as possible, if I remember. Because it's not often that I do get the shield or at least, decent suit team up sometimes. But it is what it is. But that's just a mentality thing, or whomever. So yeah, so up here, yep, it's my teammate, got that final hit. I'm just looking to really keep the pressure on and empower the team as much as I can and stagger their team. So me and Kakarot, we're really doing that. So appreciate you on your dives. I figured you dive heavy, especially knowing that he was going to play Daredevil. So no, I ran through that. I knew how I brawl when he can go through. He's still looking to make a little bit of space. I'm currently helping out with pushing, well not really pushing, but I'm not sure really if I'm honestly with domination. I'm not sure if it's auto or if it's just auto, bit by bit. But even still, just looking to keep positioning and stick with the team because you never know if they're gonna change comp once you go out and make your own comp. So here I have my ult and looking to see if I can bait out their ult, basically. Nope, got a good healer pick right there because I calculated exactly where she was gonna go. Nope, I figured I'd be dying there, and along with them. And Bomb Your Rip also was diving. He was for a good while he was the Magic.
I'm more resilient than you think.
He wasn't doing. I mean, he got 3 final hits, so that's pretty good. I mean, your life could be a little better. You know, you could be in a little more team fights at the time. So he was really looking to figure out what's going on. Well, not really, because we kind of had this one on point so far. So things are good. Yeah, I kind of last second Olay, but being part of the winning hand empowers me to, you know, press on and keep on fighting. And then hopefully I was looking to get the healer, but nope, he's down. Yep, and then dying there was not ideal. However, having 99%, we still feel confident at this point. So it was like, okay, I mean, an adjustment here, we can push, and then we can do that. So bomb your brick, went dive tank to cap, and then that's very empowering, being that it's a Lord cap. So you know, you feeling that is feeling very good. So there's a little bit of the part where me and Kakarot were bouncing off Ace. Like, we're really good, doing what we can as much as possible. He has 4 final hits, I have 3, so I'm doing a little more damage. So you know, a little here and there. So I'm at this point, I'm looking to really utilize cover, build my ult, and try to take out the healer, because yeah, he's out of position a little bit, but he's yeah, that was the hope, that was the process. But I know it's still, yep, and here comes Cap on their scene, who just sees me low and kills me quick, because if I were to puff up, that would have been a problem for them. But I did do one of the jobs that I wanted to do, which was build up ult. Which, in my opinion, thinking this part was, okay, we can get to that 1%. As long as we make a good push, I have ult, Gambit has ult, again, who can empower others' ult. Once he gets the winning hand, and boom, they have theirs. So here, in my opinion, I'm still, yeah, so I'm trying to obviously fend off their dive, their Captain America, who's doing decent, but, you know, here, yep. This is good on my part, or at least I thought was, just making sure I can push them back a little bit. And then puffed up a little bit, but not getting heals. I didn't realize that one of my healers was already dead. So it sucks. I try to remember, because sometimes it gets in the heat of the battle, it does get hard to remember that I do have this team up. Especially being in the heat of battle, trying to push everything, got her out of there. And then I got bursted out. So another thing, I know some of my counters, which when it comes to tank, like, you know, real quick burst heal, burst tanks, burst damage people, even the Luna. Yeah, so right there, we did not get the point. And it was really hard to figure out what was truly going on, because Kakarot went to the tank role, which was a really good option, really smart in that moment to go with that teleport. Didn't work out for the long run, but hey, we're still in the fight. So here's the part where we try to get the mental together and try to just figure out how to empower our teammate.
30 seconds before
And we just wanted to know, like, how we can, you know, figure it out and work around this comp that we had. Granted, though, I think I suggested to him to go anti-dive. I think that was the call. And then he went thing, and then seeing that he's lower thing, that was like, okay, this could be good. Kakarot goes back to DPSing, and then we have, yep, finally going as the Hulk. It's a Lord Hulk too, so it helps out very much so. Oh, he went. And then Kakarot goes to BP. I mean, Kakarot's a good diver, so honestly, BP, what I didn't think would be the choice. I thought, you know, even Iron Fist was a little better, but I mean, I would say here's the going after Cap, like making sure that I'm discouraging their dive. If I can discourage their dive, along with the thing, because that was the whole idea of the pick of, like, yeah, can we be anti-dive, and even the thing. And it was actually pretty good, because their Cap, and honestly, yeah, they had Cap, and then I think their Wanda was also diving a little bit. So we pressed on with ourselves, and then boom, we dove ourselves, and got a couple crucial picks. Got some very crucial picks in that moment. I became the ace for a little bit, and seeing that Kakarot's Black Panther, things are cool. So yeah, and then getting that pick, very crucial in that moment. Once the game sense happened, and we had the point here, or at least we started having the point. So now just taking position, taking space is all the mentality. Checking for my team, obviously always looking around, always keeping the awareness up is the mentality when it comes to these games right here. And this is Diamond Lobby, Diamond, on consoles. Granted, it's on consoles. I know some people, have PCs, so that's gonna be like a whole thing. So here, seeing that she ulted, she's trying to take the point. I'm just taking some time, so yeah, just to make sure that she's not. And then boom, because I knew we were either gonna have the ult or it was gonna build. So this is me trying to take position, take space. I think I get a pick here. Yep, there we go. I did get their Captain America. That was good. It was good that they didn't have their dive tank. That was very crucial for that. And I see that our healers died, but the good thing is though, we still had the strength advantage. We had the health and the strength advantage to keep going. My mentality, keep going to point, yep, and then, yeah, it was go to point, but go the long way, obviously, because she's ulting. Get as many people as you can while they have no heals, and keep the fight going, because they have a cat that's trying to, get here and stall. But, we as a team, at the front line, even though our healers were done, we as the front line empowered each other to make sure that our health was good, especially the thing. That thing was a really good pick, and he has 10 final hits out of his 14. That's really good. Now, coming here, it just so happened that I bumped into the portal, knowing that they were going to portal to try to take points. But the good thing is, boom, they did not have really much of an offensive front to really go about us. I did see our BP over there. I think he was going for the health pack. That's why I knew for a fact we didn't really have one. And here, boom. See, at the end, remembering that me personally, I still have my own mechanics that I need to get through, because when I have the team up, because more times than not, I don't really have the team up. And getting that pick was really crucial. Both of those was really crucial to get them off the point. And, getting the ace back was nice. So that was all good. And it was really empowering for the team in that moment. So this is the thought process of always, like, when you're fantastic, which is my main, so if you're gonna really be fantastic, try it. So first and foremost, you are an off tank, a multi-class type of tank that can empower the rest of your team with shields. You have an invulnerability. You have really good movement with other teammates that have good movement. When they have good movement, you bounce off them, and that's your movement. Because if they don't have the movement, you're not really gonna be mobile. And also, you can dive peel, brawl peel. I'd say that. So depending on your comp that you have, you can really dive versus, peel, or just brawl versus peel. Because you have a lot of capabilities when you're thinking. It's always a situation that you can think out of. And this map in particular, I could have utilized it, but we were trying to really get the mental together to make sure that our team mental was first and foremost. Let's be honest. That's the only reason why we lost that point. So being intelligent and playing fantastic and knowing that I have an IQ that I do, I wanted to make sure that we were good. And that was my first thought. And I knew they were gonna have some type of ult to counter my ult. So that was the bait. And the good thing is I already took out one of their healers to make sure that she wasn't building ult. So off rip, and yeah, it was success with that. And yeah, so we have a good counter ult to take the point. So we do that, which was really, really good for the time being. We needed that. And boom, switch to, get the map to change up really quickly to have our advantage. And this is try to win. This is all for the process of winning. So I'm looking to press forward. And it's fantastic. You want to try to build up you want to try to build up your buff form as much as possible, and especially with the buff recent now that he has, because you can now go wide for him from buff form now, so it helps. No, and then getting a crucial pick before popping was what was needed, and then empowering my team to get more picks within there to sway the team fight there. So that's all in the sense of making space. Making space is really the goal of what I try to do. You know, I try to make sure, again, empowering my team as much as possible, making space, and whatever the objective is to play that, right? So we're trying to play that, and then, yeah, I'm checking for, I realized, once he realized who the teammate, I was like, yeah, I was on point. And then boom, getting a strat, always getting a strat. That's always the thought process, and then uncontested people. So whatever happens, and then I already knew she was close, so getting her down was very crucial as well. Knowing that my buff form was coming, I knew I was going to be good, but it was a bad feeling that I did let my healer die. It's always a bad feeling to know when my healer does die. And then they go C and D. So I mean, so this the team up, like again, so it happens. I do forget about it, and I don't utilize it as much as I would like to. But at the same time, yeah, forcing out the ult to make sure that we have some type of advantage. Yeah, so, yep, wide form, still good, we're still good. I missed that. I know sometimes, you know, it just happens that you miss. But now here's the part where we're just holding. I'm just holding. Holding for the big form, boom, get the big form to get some health. And yeah, so I wanted to hold out just enough time to try to like get my wide form again. But as you see, it didn't really work out. And that was just that's the whole thing about trying to be fantastic on this type of, you know, objective of domination. You want to stall. Well, with any objective, you want to stall. You want to, you know, if you're outnumbered, you're trying to empower your team and try to make sure that they can come back as fast as possible. So I did lose the ace to the thing. And, you know, the good thing is, though, I'm not upset. Obviously, I'm looking to win. I'm looking to win and climb as much as possible and do what I can for my team, which is why I play the characters that I do anyway. So, boom, she's just like, yeah, she knew that the health pack wasn't there. She thought she could be safe. I saw you. So that's just the game sense that I have. And we just went out the point. And then he's the ace. I'm happy about it. Yeah, we earned the win. So that's all the thought process that I have when it comes to this aspect of it. So I conclude that when you're being fantastic or playing is fantastic, or any other character that you're looking to play, you want to try to outthink your opponent. You want to try to get the best value you can out of whatever you have, because each thing stalls into the next. And that's the managing of the cooldowns. That's the managing of ult, like timing, you know, and positioning, because it all plays into effect. So granted, I wasn't the MVP, but I do earn my own badge. As you see, it is Mighty Vanquisher, because I had the most, well, on paper, most kills / kill assist in the lobby. But having it's good still, because I did have technically the most kills in the lobby with 17 final hits, which I'm very happy about, very proud of with this game. We did really much rally behind each other, and we did it because at the end of the day, we also had less healer deaths, or strat deaths, as you see, is 14 to their 16. Granted, 2 still isn't much, but when you understand the timing, it's all about the timing too when it comes to when they died, because when you're doing such, you have to make sure that they're out of position, or like it's a time where they aren't in a maximum capacity to heal. Now granted, like I also do talk about inflated numbers as well, because there is such thing as inflating numbers, because if you're out of position but your numbers are high and we're not really pushing the objective or moving along and winning, yeah, it's a problem. It's just inflated numbers. It's not practical, and it's not conducive to winning. And that's what it's really about. That's what you want to do. That's what you're looking to do, is win, and try to do that to whatever capacity you can. If it's mechanical because you're mechanically great with whomever, like a dive character like Spidey or Black Panther. Well, not in this season. He's not really great. But for those that do try and are good, commendable. I say, yeah, y'all doing y'all thing. But more examples. Obviously, Daredevil's a hard ban. So yeah, no, it was a really epic victory. Really good win. Just by, for one, first and foremost, mentality, empowering your team. You got to make sure that your mental is good, because if your mental isn't good, then you can't actually effectively communicate to the team what's going on, which a lot of things do go on with this game that you have to really manage and understand. Like I said, when it comes to character comps. And we can get into that in detail. So I'll get into character comps versus each other, because it's really much easy. It's easy as rock, paper, scissors in a sense, but not completely, because it's more complicated. But understand, it is essentially a game of rock, paper, scissors, and how your comp is gonna go up against theirs when you have your paper versus their rock. So is your paper strong enough against their rock? Because their rock could still possibly go right through your paper. Let's be honest. Even though we do know paper beats rock and rock, paper, scissors. If your paper is weak, that rock is still going to win. So that's the first, not the first, but that's just one of many Azrael's analysis. I hope you stick around for more. This will be a regular thing, whether it be a case study on other people, the mental or mechanics, or just me showing different characters that I play and how I play, and my mentality when I play. And obviously, there's a lot of things that go into it. So stay tuned. I'll be back for streaming. Check my Twitch, www.twitch.tv/Azrael'sWrath117.